تمام. Hello. So yesterday I highlighted this area here as a potential draw on liquidity. So you can see today the market is heading towards it, and I I was actually waiting for this area to break and then take a bullish trade. Here is the 1 hour FVG that got filled here, and it happened at 9 a.m. New York local time. So my confusion, what confusion I had yesterday, is now completely cleared because it is now confirmed that the draw on liquidity is here. Let's go to lower time frames. What the hell is that? Let's go to 15 minutes. Draw our annotations. So to start with, I have to put those vertical lines at 8:30, then 9:30, and then the lunch hour, which starts at 12, and 1 p.m. And the last one at 16:30. So that's our trading windows. I sometimes trade the London session as well from which I trade from 2 here, 2 a.m. New York local time to 5. That's our first trading window of the day, and that's the second. The area in between, we don't trade here. Okay, but you see some nice price deliveries there as well. Like here, this high was taken out, and then this fair value gap was filled, and then that order block that was filled too, and then the market dropped below this low. Of course, I wasn't here today. I was working with thumbnails and things for YouTube. So I didn't trade it today at all. And I just opened the chart right now, sitting here with you. Let's see, let's take a review or take a look at this London session setup if we got any there. And that is such a headache. I don't know what's that problem. Someone please tell me what to do with it. Or tell me how to do it. Otherwise, come on, man. 5 minutes. Let's go back. Here, let's take a look at the midnight New York opening, which is here. So here the price opened here. And then first the market accumulated, then manipulated the early buyers, taking them out after after they took their entries here, taking them out with this move and filling in this small little fair value gap and picking up this order block. So then it went straight up, made this small little retracement, then went straight up again. So after after 2 a.m., I don't see a very clear high probability setup here, but there is one right here, here, this fair value gap structure shift here, and this, there are those two fair value gaps, one here and one there. You see the candle didn't close above this, respected it completely, and from there the market went down, picked this auto block, and made a small little retracement, then went down again, taking this out, this low, and here the structure shifted again, and the market went up. If you didn't sell from there, you could have taken that trade here. As I said, we don't trade after 5 a.m., but we can trade if our entry setup is somewhere between 2 a.m. to 5 a.m. We cannot look for setups here. We can take a trade, but the fair value gap, the order block, or anything that that we take a trade on has to be here. So after that, taking this low out and shifting the 5-minute structure, the market went up here, picked this small little order block, and then went down. Then it came here to this, in here into this fair value gap, and filled it and made another move or another retracement to the upside. So let's go back to 1 hour. Here was the opening. So the structure was shifted before midnight New York opening. It shifted here. Actually, it shifted before here as well, but I was, no, not here, but here. It shifted when it broke this high. So it shifted here, but I was looking for this high specifically because I don't want to get into a low probability setup with a lot of risk. I want absolute clear draw on liquidity in order to enter. So after that, taking this high and shifting the 1 hour structure, the market came down. Came down where? To this price where the market opened at midnight. And when did it come back? Right at 9:30. You see, the New York traders, the institutions and banks wants to buy it right from where they left it. Okay, they left it here, and the market then in Asian session and in London session went up and then started to come down again. And in the New York session, it made it to that stopping point where they wanted it to come. So they bought it from there and down. And then now they're taking it to this area here because those are some relative equal highs that that hold a lot of liquidity. Let's take a look if we have any setup. I missed this one already, but let's let's just add it here. I didn't take it because I was not present here. That would be the target. And for the entry, let's go time frames. Here in 1 minute chart, if I were to enter that here would have been my entry after a structure shift here. So let's take it to that entry point, the stop loss right here. But let's put it here because that wouldn't be a significant structure shift here if it came down, and that would have been a structure shift. So my stop loss, if I would have taken this trade, it would have been here. And after this move on the upside, this came down here, I would just take my stop loss there or there. Let's put a line there and call it SO. Let's see, there is a lot left. It's not something that already happened all the way. It's in the mids. It's just halfway, not even halfway through yet. Let's just turn on some music. It would be another trade here. We can go again here. Let's see the risk. So that's tips. And the target is 4,197. So it will be a solid trade. You see here the risk to reward ratio. I hit that. I don't know how to bring it back. So let's put another one here. It was enter here. Stop this. See. Take it up here. ओ सनम पहुंच गए तुमको क्या ही खबर कैसे कटी ये रातें हैं कहते हैं सब मगर कोई चला ना इन पर रास्ते जो मैंने ना पे हैं कभी तरक्की कभी मुक्ति Let's enter into that trade here. मैं भागा भागा सदियों से जागा आया नीलों गांव से ना कोई ना अपना घर यारा रहता हूँ बहती नाव पे Let me highlight ख्वाब जो जागती आंखों को फिर नहीं इरादे हैं पूरे वो करने को चल पड़े नंगे पैरों खुद से किए जो वादे हैं था चलना तो है मंजिल मैं ना कहीं ठहरा मैं भागा भागा सदी से जागा आया नीलों से ना हम सफर कोई ना अपना घर यारा रहता हूँ बैठी ना Here, equities entry. Already telling you that if it comes down here, it will, it can take this overall as well. Concentrate, wicked, but I would like a sharp move above after that happens. So if we see a sharp move, we'll keep it. If we don't, we leave it. By leaving, I mean we will exit. सोचा तुमने कभी किस दौर में है हम फिर मोहब्बत से बढ़कर क्यों सह रहे हैं हम अंदाज गुफ्तगू ये ऐसी बनाई है कागज की कश्ती बन के क्यों बह रही है हम बंदे की सोची पर जवाना की बनाए आकर बड़ बड़ी नफ्स में कहीं 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 चुप चुप गया चुप गया चल Let's first look at hard as well. You're good here. Actually watch the stream here to watch your comments. So right now I don't have anyone. So but if somebody else is going to talk to you, it's nothing new. We have this 15. Honestly, it's way too weird. It's kind of weird. To need to I wanna see it at least quick use area because here my SL is. Let's see, 5 minutes. 5 minutes extra shift is yes. It's such a shift is here. So right now I'm not. Let's move this one here as well. I wouldn't take it to you. I'm taking it off. Let's just feeling confident and intact. If I were to take it, I would have entered into this where I would have here. I would have just waited. Let's see. Let's see. I would want to see it come here to this one too, and then close it inside this FPJ, including this one. And into the price action, and that's one thing, and it, as I said, so try to like this one is let's say, take it. I just put it in after this is saying that the risk to ignore here is One ratio 15. That's man, this is too much, isn't it? I see my voice isn't clear at all. Here it comes into the auto block right now. It can be here it took this auto block, and then now it's this FVG to be taken, and according to M3 it is a fine trade, but Let's use our Fibonacci. 50% here. That's our optimal trade entry zone. And this FVG is residing here. So that would be the ideal trade. If it comes here, I'm taking it. This is an FVG, but it's not where I would take it. It has to be below 50% level. I hope it does come here. There it comes. Let's check the volume. Yeah, you see, the volume is dropping while the market is getting more volatile. Volume should go up while this bearish candle comes down, but the volume isn't going up. It just stabbed into it here. There it comes into the FVG, tapped into this 50%, tapped into. If we take just the bodies, it's still the same. Now after this you can enter, but let's see what the market does. It left those FVGs on the upside, which I don't like like to see when it's a retracement. Let's see what it does. After the closure of this candle, it can be an entry, but I'm not taking it. Buy here, put stop loss below this candle, right, like here. But no, I'm not taking it. I would take it if it comes here. I would watch order. If this candle makes a wick below and it closes up somewhere here, then I'll enter into a buy because I want to see it come below this 50% area, which is around here. But that very little small move is not enough for me. I want a bit bigger wick. Not yet. I think it would go there. Fill in those, one of those, or both, or even stab into this one, this auto block, and then come down here. Fill in this fair value gap and then go up. If that happens, that's the ideal scenario for me, and it is actually a an authentic scalp, short scalp. Fair value gap is filled nicely. There it comes to the lower fair value gap, but I don't want those. If it fills those with this candle or the next, then I can enter, because those will work as resistance or as tops for it. Consider it a bus stop, like when it is on the road, there are bus stops where the bus stops picks up the passengers and drops those who want to get off and then continue towards its final destination. This bus's final destination is this one, this price, this area, this level. That is its final stop. After it, there is this FVG here as well, and I want to see it filled if you ask me about the long term, because there are FVGs below the lows that the market created in last few months, and I want to see it trade into this area and then drop below into those fair value gaps and then go up again and go bullish. I cannot be bullish, like long term bullish. Like if I were to buy gold, I buy gold physically, I wouldn't buy it before it fills this area. You see there what is happening? Isn't it happening just as I said? That's beautiful, man. That is beautiful. Price delivery. The lunch hour comes here. Why YouTube? Why aren't you pushing my video? Come on. I want some views. At least 100. There you see. I don't scalp, so that's why I'm not taking this. I only take bigger trades because if I get into it, mm, you start to gamble. You need very, you need to be very disciplined in order to scalp. There it goes. That's magic happening. There. Come on, baby. Come here. I would pick you up from here. Come down. That's actually the price action that you watch and you're entering into a trade or you're just managing an active one. That is how you have to watch the price action. If someone's there watching me, leave something in the comments. Leave a heart or a thumbs up or anything. I would really appreciate it. It may get filled after the lunch hour because in the lunch hour, the market goes either sideways or against its actual sentiment or against the trend. I see a like. Who is it? Thank you. There it goes. I'm actually watching my own stream here in order to check if the volume or anything fails, and also to see how many viewers I have, and to reply to commentators in the live chat if someone comes and comments. In the beginning of the video, I was actually playing music on my laptop, which caused, I don't know what to call it, but I think bad audio or distorted audio or anything you call it. I don't know. I have 2 likes. Isn't it the magic happening? After I end the stream, I would cut out this whole move and post it as a short or something, because that is beautiful. The lunch hour begins. How many people are watching me? I don't know if it is showing me the right number. So if you're watching it, just give me a thumbs up or leave a comment or tap on this heart so that I know that you're watching. And also, if you have any questions or you want to ask about some concept like price action or ICT concepts, smart money concepts, or anything, just leave it into the comments and I'll explain it to you live. That here is an unmitigated fair value gap. It might come here. There is also this high. So those FEGs work really good if they have a low or a high nearby. It has this high and this auto block, and the FEG is gonna work. I think it is gonna work fine. If you are to take a 1 minute, let me just adjust it. If I were to take a scalp, I would have taken it here just to show you the risk to reward ratio. It would have been looked like this: 1:2. It was an entry here as well. I didn't see it before, but it was an entry here with this fair value gap here, and this candle came, filled this. You see, that's a nice price delivery. Filled it, closed here, and after this closure, you could have taken it with confidence. It was a high probability trade. The stop loss should have been, let's put it here. It could be here, but anyways, and target, if you wanted to take something quick, then take this area, put it there, right here, because that is just, I would say, too much noise. And you see, it made it in how many minutes? 11:03 and 11:30. So it took just around 27 minutes to give you 1:2.7. That's not bad. And you can also target this area as well. But if you are not into those trades, those big trades where the market takes a lot of time to do anything, you could have just taken it off here. I'm actually just explaining the structure and the execution points. Let me just write it here for new viewers so that they know that they're not my real trades. I'm just explaining. Not a live execution. Execution. Just showing the delivery, price delivery. But I would take something live. There it comes. Come on, just come here already. Any trade I take on my real account, I don't take a trade in less than one ratio 2.5 to 3. If a trade is less than one ratio 2.5 or sometimes one ratio 3, I don't take it. I don't like those trades. I like trades with reward more than that. I had some great executions last week and I grew my account 20% on Monday. Not 20% technically. I was actually in 4.8% drawdown. So I got back what I lost and made I made around 15% in. If you are interested in price action, in order flow, and in ICT concepts, and if you're interested in seeing someone trading those concepts and that structure live, you can just subscribe to me and come back every day and watch me do the magic. This is not mitigated yet. Sorry for wrong pronunciation. Just sit and watch it. There it comes into the fair value gap. Let's see what happens now. Also, after the move completes this move, and then the market comes down, we'll move our stop loss to the high created somewhere here, because it will be an intermediate term high, a high that we don't want to see get broken before our target hits. It is completely filled. It can stab up into this auto block as well. I think it's M3, yes, 3 minute chart. Just go to M1. I'm taking it on my account as well. I sold into 3 layers. Even one was enough, but stop loss 82. 82.4 here. And the TP is at 4,070.5. So I would say 4,070. Let's just manage it manually. There is an FVG here as well, which you can see. So to be on the safe side, just move it here. And if it comes here, we'll enter here again. Light turned off. We'll add to it here with this FVG and we'll get a better reward. I did not take it, I just left it. Can see I didn't take it. Those are my open positions and I closed them all. Those there are my closed positions. You can see that's my trade history. It is coming here. I hope it wouldn't go there. Let's just put it here. And here, no, not yet. Put it here. Is there something on the upside? No. I want to see it trade below this with and create some FVG or order block here. Here is one, but I want to see a powerful move to the downside in order to trade it. What we call displacement. Turn the blue one on. Change it. Yeah. Turn this one off. What's the duration of the video? It's been already 1.5 hours. There it goes. It took this low and then it came into this fair value gap, tapped into it, and made this candle on the upside. Now it will take this auto block here and then it will go down. I think it picked it already. Yeah, it did. Yeah. Look, I'm just pointing out things and sorry, I'm just pointing out things and those things are happening live. I'm not moving the markets. Neither I say I'm too good. I'm just fine. Just a fine dude. I just worked on it, gave it a lot of time learning it, thanks to the ICT, to the Michael, my mentor. And if you wanna learn the actual market structure and everything, you should also go to his channel and watch his 2022 ICT mentorship first, and then the other playlist. Anyone that says mentorship, because you want to learn, so just go there and learn. That's not magic what I'm showing here. I'm pointing out things and they're happening here live, not in a recording where you can say that it's just something he did with his like some software or something. You can't say that here. It is happening live. If someone's watching, just give me a like or leave a comment below. And also subscribe to the channel if you want to see those things happening live, me pointing out the level for you. It's actually just educational. But when someone is doing it live, it gives you the confidence to do those things yourself. If it's a recording and someone is showing you the past data, then you don't feel that confident using those concepts, those strategies. And also, if you want to learn something, want to know about some concepts, or want to know anything about those levels, why I drew them, and those trades, all those setups, that why and how we did that. So just comment, comment below, ask it, and I'll explain it to you live. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't it? That's delightful. Here we go with tightening our stop loss a bit more. If it comes below this and then make another short-term high here, I would just move my stop loss to this high. After it does that and comes back down, It's getting hot here. I'm not gone, it's the electricity that is gone. I'm here, not gone anywhere. I didn't go anywhere, just make my mistake correct. Or just correct my mistake. I'm not I'm not an English speaker. I just barely know English. Once it makes it to this FVG, then we'll enter into buys. But I would like to look at 1 minute structure shift as well. I took this trade in lunch hour, which is the time when you don't take any trades. You just go out or have something to eat because it is the lunch hour. So, but I took it anyway, not because I'm not disciplined, but just because it was a small scalp with a little risk. I don't take a trade with like 3 or 3.5% of risk on my account in lunch hour or at any low probability level, low probability setup. I just I just take those high probability trades with 3.5% risk, not those low probability trades. For low probability trades, I take around 1%, sometimes less than 1%, and sometimes depending on the setup, I just take a little bit more to 1.5%. Managing the lot size. Let's go back to 3 minutes where that FVG was. It is not looking that good here because of those wicks, but I don't want to see it trade above this candle. It should support it. You can just take off the risk on it. Do I have any viewers? There it goes with displacement. Want to see it close with displacement too. It's a 3 minute candle. There it comes. Did it stab into it? No, it didn't yet. Let's take it off here. Okay. Or if you have layers, and then still just take all of them off here. All of them. It might take it a bit more time because it does not want to fill this area in before the next trading window begins. The PM session. Come on, close down. I moved the stop loss to this area right here, to this high, because I don't want to see it trade above it. I don't want to see it trade above this one, but let's give it some room, give some room to ourselves, because I can make mistake. And so that's why I put it here, and now we are at we are at no risk. If it gives to us, it would be the reward, and if it doesn't, it would be nothing. We wouldn't lose anything. There it comes. Come on, baby. Come on. Come on. Come on. Give it to me. Come on. Come on. Just a bit more. It is at 72, and my target is 71. It once made it to 71.3, but I would wait for it because I'm sure it will take this. It might stab into this auto block here. There it comes. It is just not willing to come into this area just right now. This may be sparing it for the PM session, afternoon session. How many minutes do we have left? What's the time right now? We have 14 minutes left. So it can take around 20 to 30 minutes to get into this area, into this fair value gap. Come on. Come on, baby. Come on. Come on. There. There we go. That was a live execution, a live risk management, and we made it. That was a nice one. Even in the lunch hour. Let's give it a text. Live execution. Execution of the Executor. Do I deserve this name? Don't I? Think I do. I do deserve this name. The Executor. That FVG is almost partially filled. Just give it that center line to know. Contents, visibility, middle. Yeah, it is almost 50% filled. I would want to see a structure shift now in order to enter into the buy. It would be a long trade. It would be like a big trade. Our target would be, let me count how many pips. Where the market is standing right now. It is at, let's say if we enter at 75, so our target will be 137. So that gives us roughly 600 pips in reward and around I think 50 pips. Yeah, around 50 pips in the risk. That's not a bad risk to reward ratio. I sometimes misspell things. Let me just turn off the camera for a minute. It already doesn't show me. I'm coming back in a second. Just wait. I need to plug in my charger into the laptop because it's gonna die. It is at 5% right now. Plugged in. Now, turn it. I want to see an M1 structure shift, and I want to enter after this lunch hour. It is not wrong to enter into this kind of trade in lunch hour. but I just want all the confirmations. We took a low here and filled a fair value gap. So that was a good trade. If you look at it with liquidity perspective, let's turn the camera back on. Here I am back. It shouldn't go below this. Technically, the stop loss, this stop loss for this entry should be here, but I'm just giving it some space to breathe and leave some space for mistakes, because I'm a human and I can make mistakes. So if I do make it, would give it some extra space for it to just not get chopped. There it filled this fair value gap, and now it is going down. I actually wasn't looking at it. Let's see what happens after this lunch hour finishes. Actually, I may have to go now. It's 10 a.m. my local time. Local time. And that is the New York time. So I may have to go now because I gotta go to gym and do some other work. So let's just sit for a few minutes more because the lunch hour just finished. Now we are in the afternoon or PM session. Let's see what it does now. In M1, you see this? This was an FVG with displacement, and it filled it nicely and then came down. Then there was this FVG, and none here. Those two FVGs, it filled it nicely and gave a good delivery to the downside again. Then again, it left an FVG here, filled it in, and now going down. Those all can be trades if you are willing to scalp. I don't want to scalp, so I don't do those trades. It was from one from here as well, this fair value gap, and got filled and then dropped down. There it goes. That's the FVG I was pointing out for our long-term buy. I want to see a structure shift here now. If it does shift the structure here, then I would want some auto block, breaker block, or FVG in that move that breaks this high, and then I'll enter into the buys and keep my first target to keep one target here, one here, and then the final target here. Okay, because it is the ultimate draw on liquidity. So let's see if it happens. Watch it if you want to see what happens. I'm not giving any trade advices here because, if you lose, then that will be all my fault. And also, you don't know how to manage it because you don't know the things I'm watching in the structure. Even if you know the ICT concepts, you still don't know those things because those things came with experience. I didn't uh, just get those things from a video, from a mentorship, and all that came with experience, with my personal experience with the market structure and the price action. So just don't trade it, or trade it on your demo fake accounts if you want to. There, it is an entry now with a stop loss here. I'm taking it because I gotta go. I'm not waiting for that confirmation, but that's not what you should do. I'm doing it because I'm confident and I can manage it later from my phone. Come on, don't go up now. Just give me a bit of time. And there we go. And there we go again. I'm giving it 3 layers. You can use a stop loss below that FVG candle. It was in M3. So let's go to M3. You can put a stop loss here, but it wouldn't be that safe if you are freaked out. So just put it here then. And ATP is 41. 37. 41. 36.5. Confirm. Once we see some movement on the upside, we'll decrease that risk because the sentiment does not shift from here if it goes below this, because there is this auto block as well, and it can make a wick to the downside. It is allowed to. It does not affect the structure. but it has to give the closing inside this FVG. So once it breaks this up, and then we can move a stop loss here, because then we wouldn't want to see it trade below it. Mhm. It actually does that because institutional traders want some time, they need some time to enter completely, to complete their orders on a significant level like this one. So it will tap it multiple times. I'll show you my entries. I'm just putting the stop loss and the TP to all the layers. Close one at 4,083, 4,083.00. Stop loss is 66. Let's just put it at 65 to give some space to give some space to the spreads. So there I am, entered into the trade with 3 layers. Those 3 are 0.01 entries. I'm leaving in 2 minutes. So if anyone's watching and ask something, so ask it now. I'm gonna close the stream in 2 minutes now. I know there will be a day when thousands of people, or maybe hundreds of thousands of people, will watch me. I hope it's just the second day. So, of course, I don't expect viewers in my first like 3 months. So, you know, it takes time. So in a few seconds, I'm closing the stream, not the trade. If you did not enter on your demo account earlier, then enter now. It is still giving you the exact price that you would have wanted to enter like 15 minutes ago. I took around, I think, 2% risk on this trade, and my reward would be around 15%, I think, or maybe more than that, maybe a bit less, because I'm closing one here. I cancel my plan of taking some off here, so I'll close one off here and leave the rest two entries to make it to this level. So I hope you have enjoyed it, you have learned something, or even just saw something new and exciting in the market, because nowadays the market is too choppy, and it does not give you trades on those retail ideas anymore. It just wicks you off every time. I was uh, I was trading on those ideas not long ago, but I shifted to those liquidity ideas. I watched the YouTube free mentorship of ICT of Michael, and I'm very thankful to him for teaching us all that, and even he did us for free, I think, which is something almost impossible happening in this world, because it's a brutal world out there. There are some English words, those are difficult for me to speak. I don't know why, but they are. So if I misspell or does not pronounce something exact, or I make mistake in it, just please ignore it. Because English, is not my first language. It is a language I learned like a couple of years ago, and that is the first time I'm talking in English or streaming in English. I haven't talked to any foreigner or native English speaker before. So thank you for giving me your time, and I hope you have enjoyed it, and stay safe. See you tomorrow. Bye bye.